Okay, so right now I'm downloading Unreal Engine 4.27.2, which is the latest, it's the latest and greatest fourth version of Unreal Engine, the last, but not the least, until they went to 5. So anyway, let me stop monologuing. It's going pretty fast at 28% already. It's transferring speed, it says 25 megabytes per second now. You see the same thing right here at 30 megabytes now. It was going up to 50. And over here you can see that it's doing it at this speed it's processing information at a speed of almost 5 gigahertz, which is pretty damn good. It's only using 30% of my CPU, but it's using almost half of my memory. I need to upgrade memory. But anyway, it's downloading from the cloud, 6 out of 13 gigabytes so far, which would be 33%. And so it downloads from the cloud, and then it writes to my disk. And so you can see the disk is being written to, so it's being utilized right there. Ethernet, that's all the information being downloaded from the cloud. So it's going boom, 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 processing here, boom, 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 and it's using this much of the GPU. And it's writing at a speed of 1.5 gigs per second, which is pretty impressive. So it's just picking up here, and it's already at 39%. And on my old laptop, this process would have taken like years, and on this laptop, it only takes minutes because I have a Ryzen 9, which you can count how many logical processors that it has. It has 12 cores. It says it right here. 12 cores, 24 logical processors. You can literally count them. It's 3, 6 right there. So that's 6, 12, 18, 24. And you see how much of the logical processors that it's using out of each one. So basically there's 12 physical cores, and out of each physical core, each one it duplicates a virtual core. So each physical core has a virtual twin that it pretends it to be another physical core, but it's not actually, to save space, heat, energy output, and all that. As for memory, that's pretty basic. It's RAM, at a speed of 4800 megahertz, which is respectable, but I've only have two 8 gigabyte RAM cards, totaling 16, which is not really what I want. Like, I want way more than that, because like for such a respectable, such a high powered CPU is the Ryzen 9 7000 series, let's just say. For something respectable as that, and for something as respectable as the NVIDIA GeForce 4070, going into a laptop, into a ROG Strix G17 Asus laptop, you should at least have the respectable amount of 64 gigabytes of RAM. So in that case, if I did have that, then I would be able to multitask all day long, which means I could open, page after page after page after page of websites. I could open a million website pages, and my computer would never slow down. So I think it's pretty useful. And anyways, oh yeah, back to this. For temperature and stuff, I have a cooling pad under here. You can kind of see it. If I lift this up, you can see the fan going. It's 3 fans, and they always go just one speed, because I feel like all the multi-speed fancy BS, it's just extra things to break. So just keep it simple with technology. Just get stuff with less moving parts. It'll last longer. So it's keeping my stuff pretty cool. It's 64 degrees Celsius. 85 is when you want to start worrying. It says it's the GPU, the Radeon 610M, that's integrated into this iGPU, integrated GPU with the CPU, but I don't use it because I turned it off in the BIOS settings because it was causing glitches between these GPUs trying to communicate. AMD GPUs does not like NVIDIA GPUs. So there's all kinds of tweaking and professional settings you have to do to get that to work, and I just did not want to deal with it, synchronizing all these settings. So I'm like, okay, I turn this off. I turn off the iGPU, and I use the DGPU, the dedicated GPU, or rather dedicated graphics processor unit, to process all of the graphics side of everything, and the CPU is pretty hefty mechanism to keep up with the GPU, which is, these are both very powerful components. And so the CPU really only needs one GPU. If you have a powerful enough GPU that can keep up with the CPU and they don't bottleneck each other, you know, vice versa, as long as the CPU can keep up with the GPU, you have a good pair, good match. You don't need a dual GPU setup or a dual CPU setup. That's really not, you know, if you're professional, ask any professional, or you can look on the forums on Unreal Engine and stuff like that, and they'll tell you that they use a single CPU paired with a single GPU. It's just, they have to be powerful enough to, you know, to compete with each other. Healthy competition. So if we go back to the download, you'll see it's already at 77%. You go back to the back to here, and you know, this is what I keep an eye on, because I know that my GeForce, my NVIDIA GeForce is 51 degrees Celsius, so that's always a great temperature. You know, if it gets up to 85, I'll be worried. If it gets to past 90, then that's dangerous. If it gets to 100, it's pretty much a meltdown, and you're going to be scrapping your laptop, throwing it in the garbage can if you ever get up past 100 Celsius. So you keep an eye on these things always when you're running those high-powered games. They actually shipped this laptop to me overpowered. They had it in aggressive mode on the performance, and I'll show you that in a second. But just to say it, before I go there, let me show you the, it says this is the temperature of the Radeon, but I'm not actually using it, because you can see it's at 0%. It's not being used at all. So the truth is, that is the temperature of my CPU, because they are interconnected. Like I said earlier, this is the integrated GPU integrated into the CPU. So I look at this temperature to tell how hot my CPU is running, and it's no wonder it's running hot, because it's almost clocking at 5 gigahertz speed wise. That's a speed clocking, which is, you know, 5 gigahertz is like pretty much the best you're gonna get before you get into the AMD Ryzen Threadrippers, you know, $1,500 processors just by itself. So if you want to go that high, then you'll get up to 7 gigahertz, but pretty much everybody's got 5 or lower. You know, 5 is great. So anyways, I'm going to go to the control panel on your computer, and you go to hardware and sound, and you go to edit power plan right there under power options. You go to advanced power settings, and this pops up, and you see this is still in the background here. You can barely see it now, but let me get it for you. And so you look in here under these advanced settings, you scroll down, you see what you got. Like this is what I want to show you, the processor power management. And you know, for the minimum, you know, I say, you know, it can still run, the processor can still run 5%. That's just what it comes default as. But the maximum, you know, boom, like I set that, no problem. And so right here, I got efficient enable. When I got it unplugged, it'll use a little less power and generate a little less heat, you know, activate the fans a little bit less, and drain the battery a little bit slower if you actually disable it, the regular clocking, which means that this CPU will drop to about 2.5 gigahertz, and it'll just stay there, maybe 2.6. It'll stay at 2.6, and it won't clock up to 3 or 4 or 5. It'll save a lot of battery. So you can do that for the battery mode, but I have efficient enabled because usually I'm running intensive 3D modeling graphics programs like Unreal Engine and Unity for 3D game development, but when it's plugged in, I leave it enabled. You know, when they shipped it to me, they had aggressive selected, and that was causing my laptop to actually, you always want to click apply if you change anything. I don't think I did, but anyway, yeah, they shipped it to me in aggressive mode for performance processing. So this was clocking, it's basically overclocking. It stayed up in the 4s and 5s. The only reason it's right there right now is because it's loading this program. And if we go back to the program, you probably see that. Oh, look at that. It's verifying. Now it's reading all of the files that it just downloaded and wrote to my disk. And you look at the disk now, it's going crazy. It's because it's being read. It's reading and writing. It's reading a lot more than it's writing, I see. But yeah, we go back to here and we see it's verifying very, very fast. Like I said, my old laptop, HP, business laptop, basically, it would have taken all day to download this, all day, literally. So it's just verifying that everything, all the files are correctly downloaded and processed and written to the disk. And once it verifies that, it's on, it's reading everything. You see how fast it's going, and once it does that, then the program will be ready. But back to what I was saying, I just wanted to download the latest and greatest version 4 because there will never be a version 4.28, or 4.27.3, because this is it. This is the last ever. Oh, it says cleaning up. Y'all click that yes. Cleaning up. Okay, have no tasks because it's done and now it's there. And then I click launch and look how fast this puppy is. It'll show you. This thing will show you. It means business. Click yes for that. The first time you load it, it always takes the longest. But going back to the first thing I said, I'm sorry I'm so ADD, folks. I'm sure it shows. See, I can exit out of this. I don't need that anymore. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Allow, allow, allow. Always. Well, Unreal disappeared. I guess it's. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Loading. It's going to load extremely fast because this is Unreal 4. And the reason why I'm using Unreal 4 is because it's way faster. So here I am. Now I can create a new project. I'd like to create the games. And then I go to next. And then what kind of game do I want to make? I want to make a rolling game because I like those games where you can roll through the, through a Hot Wheels kind of track and collect the coins and stuff and jump over obstacles and there's spinning things that you jump, you get onto at the right time and all that. So I want to create that. And this is what it shows. It says it includes all of this and really the truth is with Unreal 4, 5, or Unreal 3, whatever, Unreal 67. All of these are just different configurations within the same editor. The editor is always the same editor, but they just change the settings around for you to preset settings for these particular game modes. But you're always using the same editor with just different setting configurations. So, and they throw in a couple of things for you to get started, like some blocks to revolve or whatever. So we go to next, and we're gonna call this puzzle ball, because I guess my imagination sucks. So anyways, I'm gonna select blueprint because that's like visual scripting, or if you select C++, then you'll be typing forever. Code, which I respect everybody who codes, because if it wasn't for coders, then this program wouldn't exist. So mucho respecto to everybody who codes. But I'm gonna get to learning code right now. I'm really interested in blueprints because it's kind of like the future to me. But anyway, for quality, we can do maximum quality is fine. Ray tracing disabled, that's fine because it's going to take up a lot more GPU to enable ray tracing. All this with started content, fine. So create project and you're done. So it's going to load up, like I said, really fast. On my setup with my rig, like with my CPU, GPU, boom. See, on my old laptop, it would have taken 10 years to load this page right here. But here I am inside of the, the editor. This is the viewport. I click, just to show you guys it's sample. I can make all this bigger to show you, give you a better view of everything, because I only have a 17-inch laptop screen here. So I just click play and I click on the screen and boom, I'm rolling now. So maybe I'll find something like to roll onto, I guess. But if I click the space bar, does he jump a little bit? Yeah, it jumps a little bit. So I'm sure if I move the mouse, no, that doesn't work. So it doesn't really change the view. It rolls really fast. And you know what? It's very tempting for me to like want to build a ramp. Oh, they made a ramp, but they also made a spot to get stuck. Okay, hold on. So I guess I'm a better game maker than I am a game player. That's what it looks like so far. And so if you want to go this way and go that way, or you want to jump a little bit, oh, I jumped there, and no, it won't let me. It won't let me go, but that's good. You know, that gets kind of old. We fall off the edge and you fall forever. But anyway, yeah, that's about it for that. So say I'm really bored with all this and I want to make like a something to roll up, like a ramp or something. Well, and then let's just say that I actually didn't learn how to do that yet, but wait a minute. Oh, there's a ramp. And you know, if I take that and click like Control D, then it should duplicate. Yeah, it did duplicate it. And oh no, it didn't. So if I want to move this, I don't know why it's all like glitchy like that. You know, let's look at the GPU. Put Alt R. It's only using 30%. See, this is the kind of stuff that I need to focus on. It's like, why is it doing this little glitchy here? So anyway, we should be able to well, you know what? Oh, look at that. Duplicate, Control W. I'm thinking of a different version. So we're gonna Control W and then go up. See? Now it's duplicated. So if we go over here and right there, and you want to bring these things together, so you want to bring that up like right there and bring it over like there, then yeah, I'm making a ramp. So let's see if that actually works. You want to save it and then you want to push play, and let's see if I can roll up my ramp here. I wish I could figure out how to change the view on my camera, but that's okay. I guess that's okay. Well, it's gonna be hard to roll up this ramp since I can't see anything. But we're gonna try it. Nope, not working. I mean, hold on. I still see that. I have to sit down the phone here. Okay. Now that I got two hands, there's something really weird about the response on this ball. Like, it's like I gotta hold the key forever to get it going, but then it starts going, like then it starts flying, you know? So, it looks like I really suck. But the truth is, this is not a ramp, and I don't have two legs. So, it's hard for me. Spiral staircase life is hard for a ball. And that's what I just wanted to teach you here today. That's all I wanted to teach you. Okay? And of course you can change all kinds of things in here. It's just endless. You know, you click on this ball. Let's move it over here so you can look at it. And you say you want to go to the scale. You want to click that little lock button so it changes all of them instead of just one. If you change just one, it'll look freaky. So let's say we want to change it to 5 and see what happens. Boom. Now it looks like a big Pokeball. Alright, so now let's change it to 4. It's a little bit smaller. Let's change it to like 2 and see if that helps us. The roll torque is so high. That's probably why it gets going so fast. I could play around with that stuff, but right now it looks like it's below the floor because I scaled it up. Ooh, I don't want to move the floor. I don't want to see if I do that. So Control Z, undo that. Boom. See, I went to click the wrong thing. So click on the ball and excuse me. Move it up. Move it up. That's just a shadow. Okay. See, it's all these shadows might be what's got it so glitch. Takes a lot of graphics power. Yeah, I'll fix that. I'll figure that out. I'm still new to this, but anyway, because I just got this rig, I just got it optimized. It costs so much money. I'm still paying it off, but it's so worth it because I can do this and I can figure this out. Now my ball is rolling way slower now. It's like Speedy the Turtle, but it's still not going up that thing. So, but I'll try something different. I'll click on the ball and see, like, if I click the unlock button and I just change one of these scales, like change that to 5, see what it does. Boom. Wow, so how is that even gonna roll? You know what I mean? You gotta wonder, how would the physics work for that? Like, will the computer be able to figure this out? Oh. Let's see. Excuse me. Oh, wow. So that's how. Hold on. Why is it sinking into the floor? This is funny, really. It shouldn't be sinking into the floor. Oh, I did it again. Well, luckily I got 2 fingers for this. Control Z. Alright, so let's pick it up and see if it like goes through the floor again. Well, it does. And it's strange. I don't know how to fix that right now, but I'll learn. But I had a funny idea that if I change this to the right scale, then I might be able to like roll like that up the stairs. You know what I mean? So I'm just like gonna roll like that, but it might be too tall. You know what? As a matter of fact, if I want to take these whole stairs, because I don't like the view of the camera, so I want to take these whole stairs and see, I can control select, so I can rotate the whole thing. I push the E button. It'll put me in rotation mode, and I rotate that. That way it gives me a better view. Maybe I'll come down a little bit, come up a little bit, come back a little bit, and if I, as a matter of fact, if I select these stairs like that, push the R button and go into scale mode, and I make these stairs like way bigger. Oh, it might just make it more difficult, but we'll make these stairs way bigger like that. And then we'll go back, we'll push a W and go back into move, select mode, and we raise the stairs up just high enough to where, let's get rid of that crappy flickering. I'll figure that out. Anyways, so now it should be, if I make this ball, like if I change the scale, change that to like 1. See, now it's a little skinnier. And change this scale to 1. Oh, it's even skinnier now. So now let's see if I save that and push play. Now it looks like a pill. Oh, that's funny, but you know what? It'd be so cool if this worked. No, it doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? Look at that. I'm like, come on. But if I just jump, oh shoot. Man, the physics are crazy right now, man. I don't know what's, like, it's just flipping like a, golly. If I can turn that down, my God, it's like a ninja star right now. Oh, look, I made it. No, I didn't. Right? So you just gotta play with stuff like that. Like maybe if I turn down the, if I turned up the jump impulse all the way up and turn the roll torque all the way down. Let's see what that does. Alright. Save that. See, I'm just guessing here that that's gonna change a lot of things, right? So it changed my roll speed a lot slower like I thought it would, and it made me jump a lot higher like I thought it would. So see, you can just play with things like and see what works. But now when I'm standing here like this, I'll just jump on board, buddy. I'm tired of like waiting to go up the stairs. You know, who needs stairs when you can jump like super high? So anyway, let's say I feel like he's not jumping high enough. I want him to jump so high. How high can I make him jump? Wow, it looks like a really infinite amount of jump. Like really, honestly, if I turn it up that high, it's gonna be broken. It's gonna be so broken. Look, watch this. I'm telling you, one jump. Look, it wouldn't even. He's just gone. He's gone. The game's broken. Broke the game. It's like that. So let's turn it back down to like 100,000. Right? Let's try that. Save. Play. Let's see what he does. Oh wow. It's like nothing. It's not jumping at all. Okay. I had no idea it was like that. So let's try 1,000,000. Is that enough? That's 3. That's 10 million. So let's try 10 million. That's gotta make a big difference, right? Whoa. He's in space. He might never come down, honestly. So yeah, he's going into orbit now. Oh, he's back. All right, but broke the game again. I'm a game breaker. Now I have to learn how to be a game fixer. And by the way, this is just a zoom out of the level I'm in. So yeah, that's what I got so far. Right? Broken game. What will I think of next? Well, maybe he wants a buddy. It's another ball. Oh, that's not really a ball. Anyways, he's the player. What I can do with him is I can say browse to asset. And look at him right here. And here he is. So, there he is. And this is everything that's controlling him. And you go to the viewport, and that's what he is. but you can change the mesh to something else. You change it to something weird, like a table. So now it's gonna be a rolling table, apparently. Let's see if that actually works. Compile, save. I kind of doubt it's gonna work, but this is the visual scripting I was talking about. This is what you have to do. Like, this controls the ball, left to right, the torque, you know, these numbers, these values, they change things. They change the animation, how the ball moves. You know, you delete something, it takes away something, like delete the torque, you have no more torque, delete the ball. I mean, it takes away actions, but not the actual ball. But here's the jump. You want to roll forwards, backwards. You want to jump. You got to, this is everything you have to create to jump. It's like a formula to jump a ball. These are the formula that you have to memorize, or you just have to know blueprints. You know, like a coder knows how to code without a million formulas posted on his wall. You know, a blueprint scripter, visual scripter, knows how to script blueprints. Okay? So that's controlling the physics of the ball right there. It's like, seems pretty simple, less than trying to read a million lines of code. To me, it seems a little more simple, so I like that. So anyway, we click compile and save always. So in case the game crashes, we go out of that. We're going back into here, and now we have a table. But I really want to turn this back down to, you know, let's say like 300. What is that? That's 3 million. So let's turn it down to like, you know, like say 1.5 million, something like that, 1.4 million. And you want to save always. I want to play, and now I have a table that doesn't move. Because I guess because it's not, you know, I'm tired of looking at that. Delete. So yeah, anyway, now we have a table, but it doesn't, oh wait a minute, does it do, what does it do? It falls over on its side and it won't get back up. This is sad, man. But yeah, that's how my game development journey is going so far. Thanks for watching. Oh yeah, and last thing I was trying to say, I can exit this. I didn't even ask me. Oh, I already saved. That's why I didn't ask me. All right. I don't even know why I saved it anyway, because I don't. That's. Oh yeah, I am actually gonna make a game like that, but I need to watch a few tutorials, as you can see. But yeah, all I was trying to say was that on my control panel, you know, under the hardware and sound, under the power options, right under the power plan, go to advanced power settings, and I want to control my processor power management, and look at the processor performance boost mode. They shipped it to me in aggressive mode, and the reason I'm angry is because let me exit out of this. I'll show you. The reason I was angry is because I looked right here, and this got up to 90. This got up to 90. That means my CPU was 90 degrees Celsius, which can melt the thermal paste in there that protects, that helps with the connection of everything. Like if that stuff melts, then you have to take apart your laptop and redo it. Like, it's such a pain, I'm telling you. Hundreds of dollars just for that issue there. So they shipped it to me, and all I was doing was running Unreal Engine 4 like I just showed you, and this was going up to 90 because of the way they shipped it in a boosted mode. They wanted to show off how powerful the CPU was by basically overclocking it, in a sense. So that made me mad. I fixed that. It could have cost me a laptop, but thank goodness I have a little bit of knowledge, just enough to get by. Oh yeah, Alt R for the GPU overlay. But that's it. And also 2D retro games with Unity Hub. Beautiful.